Right now, in our own state of Iowa, 1 in 5 adults will experience a mental health condition this year. And yet, we rank 45th in the nation for access to mental health care. More than half of adults living with mental health challenges, 55%, will go without treatment. And among our youth, the need is just as urgent. 37,000 Iowans ages 12 to 17 suffer from depression. Nearly 60% of them haven't received any care. Why is this? Sometimes it's stigma, sometimes it's fear, but for many, Iowans like you and me, it's cost. In fact, of the individuals who didn't get the help that they needed last year, 30% said that cost was the reason why. Mental health is a critical issue in our community, and barriers to care still remain. And that's why Mind and Spirit Counseling Center exists. Since 1972, we've been here, a welcoming space for hope, healing, and transformation. Whether someone is insured, underinsured, or uninsured, they can come through our doors because we believe that no one should ever walk alone through life's hardest moments. At Mind and Spirit Counseling Center, we walk with people through counseling, education, and compassionate care. Our mission is to help individuals and families live fulfilling lives in mind, body, and spirit. Every year, we serve over 3,600 people across the state, offering counseling for adults, children, families, and couples, psychiatric services and medication management, psychological testing for things like ADHD, trauma, and learning disabilities, leadership and spiritual life programming, offering spiritual support, leadership, team building, conflict resolution, and clergy care, and a clinical training program that builds the next generation of mental health professionals. We're especially proud of our cool program, Children Overcoming Obstacles in Life, which offers art and play therapy to over 800 young lives each year. And more than 30% of all of our services are subsidized because we're committed to access for all.
We do our initial intake and initial assessment. We look at the mind, the body, the spirit. So we look at the cognitive aspect and what's going on in the mind. What are people thinking? Besides the mind, the body. You know, what is happening? How are people feeling in their body? We have clinicians that specialize on our adult side in somatic experience and somatic therapy. And then lastly, the spirit. So spirit doesn't have to be, and oftentimes isn't religion. It's our heart, I guess. You know, our spirit, our heart. I would say many of our clinicians are eclectic. So basically we use a variety of different approaches. So I work with children. We use a lot of different techniques with children and then sometimes with adults too, including play therapy, including sand tray, art therapy. So we use different different modalities to work on the goals that people come in with.
I was trying to make life work and life wasn't working. I was working full time. I was raising my son alone. I'd been divorced for a while and things just weren't coming together for me and I knew I needed help. I chose Mind and Spirit Counseling Center because I had been referred by a friend years ago and I went for a short period of time and I really enjoyed it. I liked the counselor I had. So, you know, I went through a period where life happened and I didn't have any counseling. And then I came back and as soon as I walked in the door, it was like I was home again. About a year into working with that counselor, I realized that I was changing. And as a result of my changing, my life was changing as well. I'm participating more in committees and in groups, and I'm a writer. So I'm more confident about my writing. I'm able to submit it to people to be published. And I just thought that was probably never going to happen. My relationship with my counselor was extremely good. My counselor was supportive and challenging, and I needed both of those. I graduated from counseling in December with the knowledge that if I need to, I can come back. And if I need to, I will be back. I love this place.
One of the things that I find really unique and special here at Mind and Spirit Counseling Center is that in our weight room, you can find one of our most resourced community members. And directly next to them could be one of our most vulnerable neighbors, sitting in the same weight room, waiting to receive the same high quality mental health care that they need. And truly, this is made possible because of the generosity of our community. It's through the support of events like Women Helping Women that we're able to provide accessible, compassionate care, regardless of a person's financial circumstance.
At Hy-Vee, we have a saying called easier, healthier, happier. We always end on a happy note. And I think the partnership that we've had with the organization makes sure that we're able to take care of our communities, even if you don't have insurance, even if you're not able to have the resources that others may have available to them. The fact that you have this amazing center that you can come to get access and to get help when it's needed, and not necessarily have to worry about insurance or worry about some of the other factors that might be holding you back from other places. It's important that we have that in our community and that it continues to grow.
Mental health is so top of mind for so many people at this point in time, particularly after the pandemic. So I just think it's so important to support a center that allows anyone and everyone to be able to have access to mental health professionals.
You need to get involved. This is not just for one organization or company to take on. This is for multiple companies in our area to make sure we're supporting and that we're doing the best that we can to uplift one another in our community, because mental health is such a need that's out there right now.
What I would say to encourage people to donate is, particularly at the event, I've always felt like, how could you not donate after attending the event? Because of the speaker or speakers or the people being honored, just the whole atmosphere makes me just want to give even more money. It's a very joyous occasion, I think, but it's also very meaningful. We've had some speakers where I was laughing, other speakers I was crying, but it's all for such a great cause. And so I would say I can't think of one reason not to donate, at least at some level.
At Mind and Spirit Counseling Center, we know that healing happens in relationship, not just between a counselor and a client, but between people, between neighbors, between women helping women. In this event, Women Helping Women, it's more than a fundraiser. It's a celebration of the strength that we find in each other, of what happens when compassion turns into action. It's a celebration of the lives that are changed when we come together. And it's because of our supporters that we're able to say yes to someone that might otherwise be turned away. This isn't just our work, it's our calling. And we invite you to join us, to help us bring hope, healing, and support to those who need it most. Together, we're changing lives. Together, we're building a future of hope. Welcome to Women Helping Women.